All right. That was quite the intro, honey.
Quite an excellent intro, isn't it? You know, whenever I hear Shipping Up to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys, it really, I tap right into my very Irish roots.
Yeah. Right.
A little reminder of like, oh yeah, in case, well, of course, you know, we did 23andMe. I know I'm Irish.
Right.
Oh, in case I need a little reminder, like, oh yeah, F yeah, I'm Irish.
Right. I gotcha.
So it's a fun one.
Yeah. Let me see. It is for sure. Let me see.
Yes.
I'm trying to find something here. Oh, there we go. There I got it. This is as close as I can get for right now.
Oh, let's see. Oh, let's hear it.
What the fuck is it now? There we go. All right. This just in.
Yeah?
Breaking news.
Tell me.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
76 years old. From Rocky and Predator. Passed away.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
And it's something, I know you're telling me, nothing came out about what killed him. Because at this point in time, you don't just die at 76. You don't.
Apparently you do.
Some people do, but it's not just there are underlying health issues going on. Something happened.
Yeah, his family announced it, and he passed away in his sleep last night. I should say peacefully in his sleep last night. I think he was in where he was born in New Orleans.
Oh, I didn't know he was New Orleans. Okay.
I don't know where he died.
But may he rest in peace.
But yeah, that's wow. So
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So now I'm wondering again, wasn't he the one doing the Kick of Destiny?
Let me look that up. You mentioned that. I think you're right.
Destiny.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking it up right now.
Yeah.
So there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might be right on that. I think I saw on one of the commercials
that he was
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does one? Let me see. Yeah, I think that was him. This year, and yeah, I bet it was. It doesn't say here, but wait, let me see the commercial here. No.
Welcome to the Kick of Destiny. Rob Gronkowski's chance at
Nope,
right
this
foot
is just some
redemption.
douchebag talking about it.
So how do you play? And how do you
Oh,
win?
shut
Start by
the
finding
fuck up.
play free button on the
I'm the
Kick of
douchebag.
Destiny.
Oh, it was Carl Weathers. Look.
Or just tap Tom's head
Yep.
above.
So
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, so I wonder, You see, that's how. And not to make light of it or anything, but
Yeah.
Because he was going to coach Gronk, supposedly to do this in Super Bowl in a little more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know how much coaching he was going to do or whatever. I'm sure he was going to do some. Maybe it might not have been coaching, but they would have had some maybe photo ops, and I'm sure, at the moment when it was going to happen, he was going to be there.
Probably.
And now, whether you bet for or against Gronkowski making it, if you already have your bet in, okay, now that the X factor happened, and the X factor is Carl Weathers dying, now that changes the odds.
I'm sure it's going to change some.
I mean,
at
I
the
know
very least.
a lot. It changed. I'm not, and they'll probably talk about this too, how much it will change it, or already has changed it. Again, it would be very good for whatever sports betting app. And
which one?
FanDuel. I guess it's FanDuel.
FanDuel. Okay.
I just don't want to keep saying their name without getting paid.
Good boys. I
don't want to be the materialistic one of this group, but somebody's got to be.
Well, no, that's business.
Ain't no free dick.
We're in a capitalist society, so yeah, I think that's fair.
Die, capitalist scum.
Anyway,
so that'll change the odds. Now it would be like a Rocky movie, to where if Gronk is like, I can never make this kick.
Yeah.
And now he actually is inspired to make this kick. Much like Rocky 3.
Yeah.
When, Drago killed Carl Weathers.
Okay.
And by that time, him and Rocky were friends. So now Rocky had to get back to the ring and show the fucking Drago what the fuck was up.
Of course. There you go.
So now, it's going to, the marketing team must, and again, I don't mean to make light of it, but marketing team from FanDuel must be like, oh my God, this is kind of cool that this happened.
Yeah.
Because now this is such a good backstory.
They're going to take it and make it work.
Yeah. So if he makes it, everyone's going to love it.
Yeah.
Because it's that whole, not the Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
And any other sports guy that has passed away that others have looked up to in the past, even kids that never went into professional sports, that just looked up to athletes to be the role models, to say, hey, the odds of me being here in the NFL or the NBA or fucking,
very little.
Or, so to get into Harvard on a full scholarship, you have a better chance at that.
There you go. Take it.
And it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. The amount of people in the fucking world, in schools and whatnot, and in those sports, to get even signed to a college contract.
Yeah.
But now college is getting better because you're able to, if you're a really good athlete in high school, you're a senior.
Yeah.
You're able to start making money. Remember,
which is good.
It should be allowed.
Yeah, there you go. I understand why they didn't say it first, but then the same thing too.
Why not?
Well, it's the whole thing. First off, the focus is supposed to be on school instead.
Yeah, but in the 4 years that the athlete is playing for that school, the athlete can't make anything. But the college, billions.
Oh, there you go.
Of dollars.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And they can't share any of that shit.
Yeah. So why can't college? Yeah, why can't college athletes make any of the money?
If they want to go do a fucking commercial for whatever,
why not?
Not the commercial, whatever, or just like I read the one article about. And thanks to our governor of New York, Kathy Hochul. She was the first one to pass that law
which is
where, college athletes, you want to fucking all the schools here. You have to let them fucking make money. And after that, everybody else follows suit because they knew shit, the best of the best. They're going to go to New York schools.
Of course
Why not?
Yeah.
God forbid, halfway through fucking college, you get hurt.
Yeah.
You're not the next big thing anymore. Mm-mm. But if you have a little bit of money plus that education, you might actually eke out a life.
Yeah.
A life that you're proud of.
Yeah. It's true.
You know, with a little bit of money in the bank.
Yeah. So why not?
You won't be that guy, you know. Oh yeah, you used to be so and so and play along. I used to be. I still am that guy, but
yeah.
You know.
Without the
it won't be so sad anymore.
Exactly.
So. But anyway.
Yeah. So may Carl Weathers rest in peace.
Rest in peace, buddy. Don't worry. Gronk will make you proud. He's crazy, but he'll make you proud. But I think Carl Weathers liked crazy.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, I mean, as you say, actors, we're all at least a little bit crazy. So I think there's maybe an understanding. Or how do you think?
I think that
he liked crazy.
That one book was written that again it was the whole Rocky Never Should Have Been Made.
Yeah,
it was that book. It was what was it? Carl Weathers was more of an athlete than he was an actor.
More than what?
Than an actor.
He was more than an actor.
He was first and foremost an athlete.
Okay. All right.
He, didn't really consider himself an athlete, but he did some,
Okay.
Whatever.
He was an athlete. What were his
I don't know.
sports?
Just let me finish the story. I don't know.
Okay.
But Stallone had him come out to audition, and he almost turned it down because he's just like, who's this fucking guy? Here's this fucking guy. He is barely an actor. Wants to be in his fucking movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. So, because Carl Weathers could box, he went into it like, motherfucker wants to see me box? He went in there and he boxed.
He beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, well, he tried, but once he realized Stallone did his homework with that, and he actually, couldn't hold his weight.
Yeah, to say
that's
Stallone
when he
could
knew.
Hold his own.
That's when he's all right. This guy's gonna hold his own. This might be a good movie.
How about that?
And that's when he got offered the role. He was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll do it." Only because he's not some actor that's like, "Oh, just don't hit me too hard. We'll make it look." No, a lot of those scenes where you see them guys fucking just shot.
They're actually fighting.
They're actually or they're actually just spent. They're actually just dazed, walking around. And that's when Carl Weathers was like, "All right, okay, this might be all right."
That is
Once we start hitting each other, it's not going to be some douchey movie.
That is mad cool.
So that's when he's a little crazy, and Stallone's not too far off.
Huh. Yeah.
And I think I read or heard that the first few times Stallone actually did make contact with him, hitting him.
Yeah.
He said, "Come on, I know you can hit me better than that. Harder than that."
Oh my god.
So yeah, he was egging him on.
All right.
I'll get the wash real quick.
Thank you, Panda. Yeah, go ahead and put it in the wash, and I will, not in the wash, in the dryer. All right. Now, I saw this. This is, just saw this in the news today. Staten Island has their groundhog, because it's Groundhog's Day. Their groundhog on Staten Island is called Chuck, or named Chuck. He saw a shadow. Well, no, he didn't see a shadow. So he hung. No, I was wrong on that. He did not see his shadow, so he hung around outside of his hole. So what I saw here for the article, and it said, a Staten Island Chuck says, forget about winter. And so does Puxatawny Phil.
Well, here's the difference between Puxatawny Phil
What are the differences?
Staten Island Chuck. Puxatawny Phil said, you know what? What did he say? I see 6 more weeks of winter?
No. No, it's no more weeks of winter.
Okay.
Spring is coming.
Spring is coming. Don't worry about it. Have a nice day, everybody. We'll see you next year.
Yeah.
You know what Staten Island Phil said?
What's that?
Don't worry about what I fucking saw.
Well, what?
Who's that?
What?
Yeah, because he's Staten Island.
Oh, Staten Island. Oh, okay.
Hey, don't. What's your fucking business is of yours? Don't worry about what I fucking saw.
Oh, man.
Who's asking?
There you go.
Who's Phil? I'm not Staten Island Phil. It's my cousin. What, do we all look alike now?
Oh, this is Staten Island Chuck.
Hey.
That's right. Phil is, the article had put that Phil is his cousin.
Corrected.
There you go.
But still, I'm not that guy.
You know what you're talking about, Chuck?
Not that guy. I'm not him. It's somebody else you're looking for.
There you go. I'm sure.
Don't worry about what I've heard.
Forget about it, right?
You know what I see?
What do you see?
You'll get your ass kicked if you don't get the fuck out of here soon.
Oh man, Staten Island Chuck is
That's
really
Staten Island Chuck.
He's really wound up.
Actually, he's coming in tomorrow.
Wait, Staten Island Chuck is coming in tomorrow?
Oh, he's not. Well, maybe he will. Maybe you call him.
That would be something. I was gonna say we can.
Well, I'll be in Florida, so
you will be.
I'll be with family, so
I know you will be.
It,
I know you will be. It's true.
So.
Oh man.
So
we'll see. I was gonna say maybe I know by the sounds of it, you know Staten Island Chuck. I don't.
I know of him. You
know of him. Okay, I don't know him. I don't even know how to get a hold of him.
Well, I don't either. He emailed me and said, hey,
did he email you and say, hey, what the fuck are you talking about?
He calls me Chuckles. Hey, Chuckles.
Just like Chuckles the Clown.
Different Chuckles.
Totally different Chuckles.
Yeah, Chucklehead.
Yeah, not the same.
I want to be on your show. Make it happen. So I said, well, we got to talk about something.
We do.
So,
well, he can.
Long story short, he agreed till tomorrow.
Well, that'll be fun.
Something about his dance card might be filled up today. So
oh, okay.
Tomorrow would be better.
So, all right. So we'll have to. I'll have you email him back and set up a time for when's going to be good for us to do the episode tomorrow.
Yep.
Because that'll be entertaining. Staten Island Chuck. Looking forward to that.
Probably be later on that night. He's a night owl.
He's a night owl? So we'll see what it is.
Yeah. Right.
Now, I don't know if you saw this. I know this has your name all over it because it's about outer space.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, specifically, it's about Mars. NASA's Perseverance rover actually discovered the remains of an ancient lake on Mars. Yeah. This ancient lake is in the Jezero crater. Now, of course, there's no water in it at this point, but they can very clearly see this used to be. At one point in time, there used to be water here of some sort. So there's the Perseverance rover is scraping up, from the ground there, and eventually, those samples are going to be sent back to Earth. So basically, NASA scientists are very excited and looking forward to see are there any fossils that's in there? Because if there was water here, if there was water there, what could have lived there?
Yeah. But I just handed Jolene an article because, Jolene keeps saying how Elon Musk is a Nazi.
Yes. Or a Nazi sympathizer at the very least, and a Nazi promoter. Yeah.
So, the liberal rags that she reads, I kind of take half of interest in. Even though I believe my wife, I just think sometimes she's guided in the wrong direction.
Is that right?
However,
because the New York Post is such a reputable rag.
Finish,
go for it.
I just handed her an article.
Yeah.
And now Cuban, Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Intelligent guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't really get too worked up about anything.
He handles his business, or businesses.
You want to go with this?
Yep, the article Tim just handed me.
From what paper?
Daily.com.
Right.
Now, that's not a paper I've read myself.
Anyway.
Okay. But Mark Cuban says X as in former Twitter, is quote-unquote impossible to use. Shares barrage of daily anti-Semitism in his account. Yeah. He says it's nearly impossible to have a true discussion on X any longer. Yeah, that's true. It's very much lots of anti-Semitism, lots of racism, lots of misogyny, even more than usual. Lots of anti-democracy.
And many of the reposts that he began sharing on Wednesday attacked his Jewish heritage and accused him of attempting to subvert society. You guys, Jews, quote unquote, seem to have a genetic predisposition to subvert societies. One user reported by Cuban and said, why? I have no idea. But even Jesus himself rebuked y'all. Many of the accounts targeting Cuban appeared to be grapers, the term which described a loose group of white nationalists and far-right provocateurs, often associated with prominent Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes.
Of course.
People are sick and tired of subversive Jews like yourself bleeding their countries dry. Another aimed at Cubans said, "Do you think there'll be safety for you in Israel when it all comes crashing down?" Cuba in recent weeks has drawn an ire of conservatives and far-right activists due to his support for diversity, equity, and inclusion, a set of policies that dim and to promote the representation and participation of different groups of individuals and businesses regardless of tactics such as age, race, and ethnicity. God forbid.
Yeah.
God forbid, you're 65 years old and you can still get a job if you'd like and not get discriminated against.
Oh, can't have that. Can't have that at all.
The Jew lover.
Just
what else I got to do with anything?
Yeah, there you go. But it's very much, again, people are getting again, brainwashed. It really is a brainwashing going on. And like I say, this has been going on for 40 years at this point. The GOP under Reagan actually really switched the economic focus in the U.S. to supply side economics, which means let's let the wealthy and the big businesses keep all of their money, and then they're going to take it and reinvest it into the whole population, and the wealth will trickle down. Again, that's called trickle-down economics. It's supply-side economics and trickle-down economics. Neither of which work. More than 40 years, it's shown that they don't do that. They keep the money. That's what they do. They just keep the money, and the wealth gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But then, of course, which Biden's in the process of doing, and it's working. If you go for instead of supply side economics, go for demand side, as in the rest of us who actually buy the products. What if we have better pay? How about that? What if our wages get better? Yeah. That whole thing. It's the economy's getting better.
All right, let me finish this.
Sure.
You said Musk announced that he would hire 100 full-time content enforcers after the platform was overrun by explicit AI-generated photos of pop star Taylor Swift. As of Thursday, seemingly none of the accounts to target Cuban with anti-Semitic remarks have faced any disciplinary action from X. So that's the craziest part of this whole thing is that the people exposed are excited, Cuban added, noting that the accounts appear emboldened instead of concerned that they may be suspended by X. So, anyway, I think a problem is too, like here in New York, they're starting a program for the migrant families. It's going to be about $53 million. Where a family of four, they're going to hand out these cards.
Okay.
So roughly about a family of four, we get about $1,000 per month for food and diapers, and, baby supplies.
Wow.
I know. Okay. Aside from the free hotel rooms and stuff like that.
All right.
That's what I think pisses a lot of people off when they try to drive into the city and they have to spend $18 as it is, and they hear that it's going up by another $7.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what pisses people off. And I think instead of having like a program like this for $53 million a month, a program like that, and then a SNAP program, all of these little programs.
Yeah.
Again, no one wants to see anybody starving for whatever reason, whether a drug addict, whether mental cases, for whatever reason, how life got them there.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see anybody go through hard times like that.
Yeah.
So, but then again, it could be, tough for people that actually do work.
Yeah.
Both parents do work.
Yeah.
And they don't get any help. They fall through those cracks of, they make too much or whatever.
That's a problem.
That's a huge problem. Yeah. So I think, everybody discussed this for like a minute and then it went away.
Yeah. Tell me what?
I don't know. I remember when it actually kind of was a big focus for a minute. It was universal basic income.
Mm-hmm. It still is a focus in some places.
No,
There are
I don't hear anything about it. Is what
there
I'm
are
saying.
spots in California that are doing it, and it's successful.
I know, but those are
Yeah.
Those are company sponsored, or they're what's up, Cornish?
Thanks for joining us. Well, one of them actually is a neighborhood that did it, not company.
Yeah, but
I think two of them were neighborhoods.
I understand they were neighborhoods, but the money has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's private donations, like a Mark Cuban.
Okay.
And there are people like that.
Yeah.
That they do, and they actually say, "This is what I'm doing."
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's not for everybody.
Work? Yeah.
It's for these
Yeah.
certain people that they're somewhat of a screen. They just don't throw money at people.
Yeah.
They're somewhat screened, and so they want to see it to be a successful program.
Yeah.
So as time goes by, they can actually start to get some of the people with the bigger problems into it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to need a lot more help than, say, someone that is just having a hard time making ends meet.
Okay.
And lost their job.
Yeah.
So.
And then some of them may have, like you said, just be as simple as having a hard time making ends meet and lost their job. That's not going to maybe take as much work to help them. Right, but then other people, case by case thing.
The guy or the person that fell into the trap of addiction, whether it be alcoholism and heroin and
cocaine,
mental issues and PTSD and all the other letters of the alphabet, that they could have their real serious problems, or schizophrenia, or whatever the case. They're a lot more harder to get back from the edge than a guy that just lost their job and, say, was too proud to go to his family for help and is starting to live out of his car.
Yeah.
So before it gets any worse for him, where he's getting unemployment, it's enough just to feed him, to put gas in his car, maybe keep up with his insurance and sleep in a parking lot somewhere. Yeah. Maybe join a gym so he could shower there.
There you go.
And that's barely getting by.
Yeah.
So maybe focusing on him getting that money, I think most people could be down with. Yeah. And job re-education.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be any cost to him. And again, like you said, maybe on top of what he's getting on unemployment, maybe getting that universal basic income as far as however much a month until he gets matriculated back into the system.
Yeah, why not?
Right, and even then, once he's back into the system, making a certain amount of money, then you roll back on that, what he gets in UBI.
Yeah.
Or you just, again, everybody's going to have to pay a tax to it.
Yeah. Personally, as a U.S. citizen, I wouldn't have anything against paying a tax into this.
Right, because you're getting the money back.
There you go.
But again, it's going to be, some people, hey, McRoon.
Thanks, McRoon.
Some people making six figures are not going to get as much as people making $20,000 a year.
There you go. Yeah. Why not try it?
So,
because again, the two locations I know in California that have done it, I'm trying to remember where.
Well, there's one in Minneapolis. Remember, I told you about the other one the other day in Minnesota.
There you go. Now there are 3 different locations we know of that do it. It's been successful.
And then plus 2, aside from the guy that's sleeping in his car, right? The other 2 words that are the most disgusting words when you put them together.
Let's hear it.
Working poor.
Yeah.
The working poor.
There are a lot.
That is 2 disgusting words. How the fuck are you going to tax the working poor?
You know why?
But you do.
Because supply side economics. Because if we let the wealthy keep the money, then they'll eventually give the money back. That's really what that comes down to.
But you don't. Yeah, those 2 words put together are pretty.
They
disgusting.
shouldn't be.
You know.
But that's been in place for literally about 40 years at this point, which is screwed up. But it's starting to turn around, but it's going to take a minute until it gets there, actually.
Well, slippery slope.
Yeah.
But, you need more people on the one side than you do the other, and then you need people in the middle that can kind of keep one side from killing the other.
A balance, yeah.
I need a referee of some sorts.
I could see that. Well, even like you're saying before too about like people are angry, seeing like, well, why are these people getting help? That's not fair. I mean, I could understand it, but yeah, it's a whole thing of like things have been so off balance, like ridiculously, obscenely off balance for 40 years at this point, as far as the economy has gone. How else could it have worked? How else could it have landed? But things again are starting.
See, that's where I think you lost the point.
How so?
This $1,000 a month for a family of 4.
Yeah.
It's for migrants. It's
Okay.
not for U.S. citizens.
All right.
That's where everyone gets pissed.
Everyone?
Everyone. Because if you're a citizen,
yeah,
and you're having a hard time making ends meet,
yeah,
or you're doing without on your groceries,
yeah,
that fucking pit, or well, shit, how the fuck am I going to get into the city now when they're raising the tolls by $7?
all right.
Fuck.
Okay.
How am I going to fucking get in there now?
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying. For what it's worth, as an American citizen, I'm not pissed about that. I'm understanding the benefit of it. What I'm saying is that needs to also go to why not? Why not everybody else too?
So, but it does. My point being is it doesn't.
Yeah.
So again,
you gotta find the way.
If you are an American or a New Yorker,
yeah,
you're gonna go fucking batshit hearing that.
But I am a New Yorker.
No. But you could afford your things right now.
Yeah.
But if you had a family and you couldn't afford those things,
yeah,
you wouldn't be so.
So laissez-faire.
Mm.
Yeah. I get what you're saying on that.
If you'd be like, wow, I can't even get tampons, or I can't even fucking, mac and cheese every night.
Yeah.
It gets fucking old quick.
Yeah, I could see that.
What if you can't have bacon for breakfast every morning?
Yeah. Not fair.
Or, you don't have money for a cat.
Yeah.
Or,
You spit, you've only got so much food and you're splitting it with your cat.
But, and again, logic tells you, you don't want to see a family of 4, which obviously is 2 children.
Yeah.
2 young adults go starving.
Yeah.
But, again, that's because both our bellies are full.
Yeah.
But people that are seriously having a hard time.
Yeah.
$5 a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Times 4 weeks in a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's $140 a month.
Yeah. And do you have that extra $140 a month?
$140 a month is a hell of a lot of money.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Makes me very happy that we don't drive around the city.
Well, I'm just saying.
Because it's it's expensive. Mm-hmm.
It's very expensive. Mm. And to know that, you might not get a raise, or your company we can't afford to give you a raise because the city's fucking, this new program, and you have to spend more on tax. It's not good.
Yeah. When
programs like that start and it doesn't matriculate people that have been here.
There needs to be a balance. I could see what you're saying.
The only people that are gonna be happy about a program like this is people that are employed by it.
Okay, I could see that. All right. Which, that's great. There'll be people employed by it, but like you said, it's not just them. There needs to be help for, again, other people who need help too.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So until there's universal basic income, where you can get rid of the SNAP program, maybe, or maybe not get rid of it right away, but start to wean people off because they're getting this and that, the other thing. But life's not going to be fair. But you know what? It's really, really unfair when somebody doesn't pay for any groceries. Again, I understand. And most people that have come here from other countries, in the past, that didn't know anybody, they actually made friends. Yeah. And they helped one another out. Yeah. And they made do. There was no programs like this, especially such generous ones. Because this is very generous.
It is.
This isn't a couple $100 to where it's like, well, look, they're going to make beans for the whole month.
Yeah.
$1,000 buys a lot of groceries.
It can.
In a month.
It can, yeah.
It certainly does.
Definitely.
Again, I know growing kids can eat a lot, but again,
very helpful. Well, plus
a lot of money.
Plus $1,000 is not just going to cover groceries.
Well, it said you could go into grocery stores, bodegas, and then you have to sign something promising that you're not going to buy it. Oh, and for baby supplies, you have to promise you're not going to buy like drugs and alcohol and cigarettes. Okay. And if you're caught, you get kicked out of the program. But a lot of times in small delis or bodegas, they'll look the other way. They'll
Yeah. It's business. It's a business.
You gotta, the longer shit stays on the shelf, the longer they don't make money.
Yeah, exactly.
But who knows?
And it's a wonderfully generous program. Now it needs to be offered to other people who need it too.
Right, that have been here.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what fuels MAGA. Oh. For all the things you see wrong in MAGA.
Yeah.
And the people that are, well, I'm anti-MAGA, until they see something like that, until they're struggling to feed a family of four, like, well, I'm anti-MAGA, then they see that. Trust me, that guy at that fucking nut at work that talks about MAGA and shit, they might listen to them a little bit closer. How see? Didn't I tell you shit like that would happen?
It's those immigrants. They're the ones doing it.
No, I'm just saying. Like, see,
but that's MAGA.
That's the condition. The whole. Well, he was right about that. What else is he right about? Yeah. Then you kind of open your eyes to and ears to. Maybe the other crazy shit starts to seep in.
Well, you and I know this firsthand because, again, the former president is a con artist. In addition, being a narcissist and a neo-Nazi, he's also a con artist. And how Tim and I both experienced this firsthand with different con artists on our end. But they'll tell you something true, and then they slowly start to lie about other stuff. Yeah. But they were honest about this, so maybe they're right about this too. Yeah. It's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a
conditioning, if you will.
It is. Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we got through it. Now the rest of the country, unfortunately, I was gonna say maybe 32% of the country. It's somewhere between 28 and 32% of the country at this point. I think maybe down to 28 now. That's still part of the MAGA population and eating it all up and believing it. They're going to have to break away from it. They're going to have to see the light one way or another. Or somehow it's going to come back to bite them really, really hard. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Because, it's the whole thing.
It's going to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a whole deprogramming thing that people are going to have to go through.
Right.
Which is screwed up.
But I could see where it's easy to get sucked into that.
Yeah.
Like I said, into that way of thinking of.
Yeah.
And you're not helping those people, the immigrants, because now they're kind of they have targets on their back.
Yeah.
Even more so.
Yeah, because they always have targets on their back anyway. But yes, exactly.
Because it's still you're taking money out of your fucking mouths and all that nonsense, So.
Again, preaching hate because they're stealing it from you. Like, they're not taking anything from you. They're not.
That's. Yes, indeed, baby. So, let me see. I got one.
You got one what?
Thing here.
What kind of thing?
We'll close it out.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want anything else?
Well, while you're looking for one thing, I know you're looking for it right now. This is some actually, I know Tim saw this and sent it to me last night. This is definitely a very uplifting piece of news. There were circus animals that were rescued from a...
Big shout out.
Yeah, big shout out. Circus animals were rescued from a burning truck in Indiana. Now, what it was, there was a
big shout out to
massively
to
Indiana State Troopers,
to Grant County Sheriff's Office.
There you go. But it was the
huge shout out.
They're Indiana State Troopers. They're the ones who did this, and it was a semi truck carrying 5 zebras, 4 cameras, and a miniature horse. It caught on fire. I didn't see how it caught on fire. Some of the animals, when they opened up the truck, came out, but then some of them were too scared to leave. Like they backed into a corner and just they were scared they couldn't leave. So some of these troopers actually had to climb into this burning truck and drag.
Where are the firemen then, huh?
There you go. Well, I'm going to guess.
Where?
Probably just weren't there yet. I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
Oh, be nice.
Yeah.
But no, their troopers actually climbed into the semi truck.
Goddamn right. That's why they're fucking super troopers.
There you go. But they actually pulled these animals out of the truck where it burned. All the animals survived.
Of course they did.
They're
troopers. Super troopers.
The trucker was fine. Trucker's healthy. Trucker's safe, and all the troopers are safe too.
Thank God.
So very good news.
So shout out to fucking Grant County and their heroes there.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service, gentlemen.
Yes, very much so. So we'll have to do that picture.
We will have that picture right there. That one there. Because that guy looks so proud of what he did.
It's true. He does.
That's right, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Standing right in front of those 3 camels.
Yeah, it's almost like they're wise men.
It's true. But how cool is that? Yeah, that felt really good to read. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad, baby.
It's true. So, let me see. Oh, but did you find what you were looking for?
I had it. Let me see.
It's there somewhere.
I do have it. So we'll close out with this song. I love it.
Oh, okay.
And Remembering Carl Weathers.
All right.
Think in terms of bridges burned. Think of seasons that must end. See the rivers rise and fall. They will rise and fall again. Everything must die again. Like an ocean to a shore. Like a river to a stream. Like a river to a stream. It's the famous final scene. And how you tried to make it work. Did you really think it could? How you tried to make it last. Did you really think it would? Like a guest who stayed too long. Now it's finally time to leave. Yes, it's finally time to leave. Take it calmly and serene. It's the famous final scene. It's been coming on so long. You were just the last to know. It's been a long time since you smiled. Seems like oh so long ago. Now the stage is open. Now the lines have all been read, and you knew them all by heart. Now you move toward the door. Here it comes, the hardest part. Trying to handle love alone, feeling different, feeling strange. This can never be arranged. As the light fades from the screen, from the famous final scene,